Hi. I just want to talk about again the picture of the lemonade stand that I had with my kids on it. Our first lemonade stand, and I was taking a look at the picture, and I had recently come across some other pictures of lemonade stands, and I had made note. Wow, look at the beautiful sign and the great table that was created and decorated for these other lemonade stands. They look great, and that's an important part of building a business and a brand is how it looks. But to be honest with you, I think a lot of times we stop ourselves from taking advantage of an opportunity because we're afraid of how we're going to look. Are we going to look good enough? Is it going to make a good enough impression? And sometimes we forget the essence of taking advantage of an opportunity, and that it might not matter as much as we think about how one or the other thing looks. So if we take a look at that lemonade stand sign, it wasn't really all that attractive. But what was important about that day is my kids came home from school. They had a bee in their bonnet and said, "We have to have a lemonade stand." It was extremely hot and muggy, and there were lots of work people in the neighborhood. There were people doing lawns and landscaping across the way. So it was a perfect opportunity. Not only was the corner of the neighborhood to the major road was that available and a perfect place for people to pull in, be able to get a lemonade and go by. We also had bikers who were going by that day. Who we actually also got to stop. So it was a perfect opportunity. And had we not just said, okay, these are the materials that we have, let's put it together, let's take the passion from our heart and the excitement that we have, and let's go out there and let's do it. And I don't think that we would have made any more money if our lemonade stand had looked 10 times better. Because it was really a matter of who was coming by. It was a matter of the competition. There was none. Okay, so you've got to put all of those things together to decide strategically what it is that you need to have to make this opportunity or this venture successful. Don't overanalyze in the sense of it's got to be like this and it's got to be like that. Give yourself the flexibility to understand what are the elements that are important right now to take advantage of this opportunity, and what are the costs if you don't take advantage of the opportunity. So that's what I want you to do right now, is sit down and write down what opportunities are in front of you right now that you are not taking advantage of for one reason or another. And then I want you to decide for yourself what's the minimum effort that you would have to do to take advantage of that opportunity, and what are the key elements to make that successful, or to what are the barriers to entry type of thing. I think you get the point of what I'm trying to say, specifically with this lemonade stand, is that you've got to take a look at the top 5 things that are important for this to be successful. My kids had an extremely successful day. I was really proud of them, because also what they learned in that day, which isn't related to this this particular lesson that I want to give, but I was really proud of my son to see him. There was a worker who was there, and I saw him say, "Okay, I'm gonna bring a glass of lemonade over to him to sell him one." And I remember thinking to myself, and almost said, "Don't, you don't want to seem aggressive." But I stopped myself because I didn't want to set early on in his life a belief in his head that he couldn't go and ask for it. Isn't that what it's about? The man had complete ability to say no, that he didn't want it. And so I was glad that my son had that desire and that sense of freedom to be able to go and to ask and to sell and to be open and to go forward and to confront people. And so I imagine he's going to make a really good salesperson, and I'm really proud of them for what they did that day. And I got a lesson in understanding about the opportunity, and I've had that in other areas of my business career, and I will share those stories going forward. But I just wanted to share that impression that I was having as I was looking at that sign, and it brought back those memories of what's the opportunity, and what does it take to realize and get the potential of that opportunity. So do that now. Get a piece of paper out, take 5 minutes and do that. It's worth your time. This is strategy versus tactics. This is something that you need to look at. You may be so focused on the tactics and everything that you have to do for your business, and you have to write your blog, and you have to be on Twitter, and you have to, do this in social media, and you have to do this in advertising, and you have to do this. You're focused on the tactics. Take a step back and take a look at what opportunities you're missing right now because you have a mindset that's stopping you from taking advantage of that. What's stopping you, and what really needs to be in place at a minimum to take advantage of that opportunity. Okay? Good luck. I'm hoping that you're going to take on a new opportunity today. That's the goal. Take care.